judge me for my actions, but it's not something that I do, okay? So, Billy, let's talk about Billy, right? I am accused here of being a biased platform. On occasions, yes, I am biased. Yes, I have been biased, but so is every other FYP page, right? They are biased, okay, when it comes to the friends or people that they like. But nevertheless, we still talk about things here, right? But them days are gone. I've had enough because, like I say, it doesn't matter what I do. I can't do right for doing wrong. So, Billy in the box, okay? I want my platform to be less biased. And I know that people have said terrible things about each other, but if we judge everybody for what everybody has done, everybody has said, I can't have anybody in the boxes. I will always put my friends' feelings before anything, right? Just like that, they had put my feelings first, right? But certain situations happen, yeah, because so much goes on. I don't remember everything, and this is this isn't me like backtracking on anything. I don't remember what this person said, because it all goes over my head, right? So last week's news, it's all forgotten. Do you get what I'm saying? So I didn't put anybody in the box to hurt anybody else's feelings. It's just that person was mentioned, so I had to get them in the box. Do you know what I mean? And I didn't do it to hurt anybody or to be, a snake or anything like that, because if you know me, you know I'm not that way inclined. And when I say I played a video accidentally, that was genuinely the case, because when I started talking about the video, right, that I was playing, you would have heard me say, oh my God, what's Canadian Angie and Angie been up to? I favourited the wrong video because I don't want to talk about PLM and everything on my platform. Do you know what I mean? It's just that because, a certain somebody was spoken about, I had to give them a chance to reply, and I'm sorry to anybody that hurt. Do you know what I mean? But moving forwards, I'm going to it's my platform and I'll do me. And I ain't having anybody telling me what I should and shouldn't be talking about. I'm not talking about Luke here because he doesn't tell me who I should and shouldn't be talking about. I'm talking about people like this that have the most to say about everybody, and then, they're just a massive hypocrite, basically. So I'm not happy with, her coming off and saying all of this, because I swear to God, on my granddaughter's life, God strike me down dead, I favourited the wrong video, guys. And that is the truth. Because, like I say, I don't want PLM talk and everything on here. Do you know what I mean? My platform's not about that. I genuinely thought it was Canadian and Angie beefing, and that is the truth. I wouldn't lie to you. I've played videos that I've played wrong videos before. Do you know what I mean? But moving forwards, I've just got to do me. And if people don't like it, I'm sorry, but there's nothing I can do anymore. I don't, moan about who's going in whose box, who's done what, Do you know what I mean? So, Angie, respectfully, I don't care what you have to say about me. The biggest hypocrite on TikTok, darling. And, I'm not talking about Luke in this, by the way. All right, guys? We all know Luke, goes off his head and things like that. But moving forwards, I don't mod for Luke and he doesn't mod for me. And we just keep our room separate, basically. And whatever will be, will be. All right, guys? So nobody needs to defend me. Nobody needs to stick up for me, and vice versa. I'm just going to do what I'm here to do, basically. What I started doing, Right, guys, so I've had enough of the dribble. We're just going to get on with the show. So I'd get your job for you too, Alicia. I've got nothing but love for Luke. He's one of my best friends. I love the guy. But I just think it's probably best that he doesn't mod for me and I don't mod for him, and we're not in each other's business. Do you know what I mean? In a sense of, if, he's got somebody, he's talking about or in his box. I've got somebody in my box. Two separate platforms. Just leave it like that. Anyway, guys, moving on. Let's get these crowns in, guys. Tap the screen and we'll get up to 100k likes, and then we'll get back on with the FYP. Like I say, I'm not going to make alliances with people. Thank you, Angie. And I'm just going to do me from now on. I do like certain people, so sometimes I will be a little bit more biased, but aren't we all? Everybody is, okay? But I'll still talk about situations, do you know what I mean? I'm not going to not talk about it. So yeah, so moving on, fast forward from Luke jumping in the box and, you know, being angry and everything else, like, thank you, PJ, you light my day up too, darling. Thank you, my darling, thank you. Get yourself a pin, please. What was I going to say? So yeah, Luke jumping in the box, I understand why he was upset, you know, but at that time, I just wanted Billy to come in because Angie had spoke about Billy. And no matter what I do, like I say, I get dragged regardless, so I can't do right for doing wrong. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I haven't always been fair. You know, but I've got to be fair. I've got to be fair from now on. Everybody else can talk about what they want to talk about, do what they want to do, and I've just got to really follow suit, haven't I? You know, and stop being a people pleaser, really. All right, guys. So yeah, let's play this video. Like I say, Billy jumped in the box. He responded to Angie. Then Luke jumped in the box, said he wasn't happy. Get that. And I ended my live and I come off, had a little bit of a rant and a cry and everything else, and I'm back here now, and that's it really. Yeah, every day is a learning day, absolutely. Nobody gets the FYP right, guys. We all make mistakes. So yeah, also as well, moderators, don't drop anybody from the box, please, unless I'm asking you to drop people from the box or I'm dropping people from the box myself. I'll give you box powers, you know, put people in, but don't drop anybody from the box moving forward, like I say, unless I say, because, you know, my rules. Do you know what I mean? But I do love and appreciate you all. And again, I will say I've got nothing but love for Luke. And that's it. Right, Angie is annoyed with Miss Red again, this time for bringing up Canadian Angie and allowing Billy in a box, bearing in mind that Billy was in her box 2 days ago. Was Billy in her box 2 days ago, guys? I'm sure Billy was in a box 2 days ago, is this right? Just yes or no, yeah? Billy was in a box 2 days ago, all right then. That's okay then. Okay.
Put forward as the FYP. Why do you think Miss Red played
Thank you, Stacey.
I'll tell you why Miss Red played it, because she has a dislike for me. Because she knows...
No, Angie, no, that isn't the reason why I played the video. Like I said, I swear my granddaughter's life, I favourited the wrong video. If you was in here, guys, you would have seen me like talking about what's going on with Canadian Angie and Angie, and I was laughing. Do you know what I mean? Because like I said, I don't want PLM talking everything on here, right? So that was a genuine mistake. I think Luke said the other day he accidentally played the wrong video. It's what we do, all right? But had I shut that video down, then I'm like, and people would be like, why are you shutting that video down? What's Miss Red trying to hide? So that's why I had to let the video keep on playing. Okay, so no, Angie, I don't hate you. I just think you're a massive hypocrite, a massive hypocrite. Because when you're okay with people, these people are the best thing since sliced bread. But when you got beef with people, then they're wrong guns. And then we get criticised for having them in our boxes. It's my platform. You ain't the boss of me, darling. Nobody is the boss of me. I'm my own boss. Them days are long gone. Just want to say. Carry on tapping the screen, please, guys.
Because I don't want to be talking on a Canada one. She knows I said I'm blacking her out. She knows.
Yeah, but Angie, you can block whoever you want out. You can block whoever you want out on your platform. This is my platform and I will speak about whoever I want to speak about. Just because you're not getting on with Canadian Angie at the minute doesn't mean that I can't play videos of people that you're not getting on with. You don't own me. You're not my boss. I will come on whatever time I want, do as many hours as I want. Nobody's going to tell me what I should and shouldn't be doing anymore, okay? So just because you don't want to speak about somebody doesn't mean that I can't speak about situations.
All of that. Why do you think she put Billy in the box?
Because you spoke about Billy and I played the video with Billy in it.
DM'd Miss Red, but he done what he did out of anger, right? Because he was mad because of what this vile human being said about him, his cousin. What? But why do you think she put him in the box? She knew what she was doing. Yeah,
it was an accident
for me. Absolutely.
I ain't got a dislike for you,
She wouldn't
Ange.
have done
I
that
just
to
think you're a
anyone else.
massive hypocrite.
If that was Luke in the box, do you think she would have put Billy in? If that was
Yeah.
Corey in the box, do you think she would put Billy
Yeah, I would have. I would have said, like I always do, we've just got this person in the box, okay? Do you mind if I put them in the box? There's only one person that I've said I wouldn't give a box in here, and that was EQ, purely because of mine and her history. Do you know what I mean? That's the only one person, or a wrong gun that had committed crimes towards children and things like that. They're the kind of people I would have put in my box. Do you know what I mean? But if you're mentioned on this platform, you get to come in the box. Now, Darren the other day was different because he was sent over purposely to wind situations up and try and incite hate, because he was sent over from somewhere else. Do you know what I mean? At that point, I thought, no, you're not doing that. You're not here genuinely because you want to be heard or you want an opinion. You're here to cause trouble. That's why I kicked Darren out of the box. I thought, fuck off. We're not doing it.
Do you think when she put me in the box, she let me speak? Did she ever mute him? Because he had a say.
Nobody can get a word in any time when you're in the box, Angie. You talk over everybody. Nobody can get a word in edgeways. Am I right? Or am I wrong?
And she put me in the box and she allowed him to talk over me because she wanted Billy to drag me all over the set.
No, I didn't.
People need to wake up to Miss Red. Yeah, she does it.
No, people need to wake up to you, Angie. People need to wake up to you, not me. People need to wake up to you.
Over and over and over again. Yeah, all the time she supported Corey against me, and listen, me and Corey are okay now, but however, at the time...
Exactly. I've supported Corey. But you're okay with it now because you and Corey's okay. So you haven't got that problem now because you and Corey's okay. But in a week or two when you and Corey fall out, it'll drag Miss Red again. Look, when she supported Corey and Corey said the worst about me. You pick and choose every day. Who you like, who you don't like, who people can talk about, what's right, what's wrong. Do you know what I mean? When they fall out again, it'll be dragging Corey, misread this, misread that. She can't keep my name out of her mouth.
We weren't. How many times has she not played Corey and what Corey had said to me, but she had played
thank
what I
you,
said to her?
Spartan. Thank you, darling. And
How many times has she put Corey in and defend him?
And I've defended you as well, Angie. I've defended her.
Yeah, she's suddenly not biased. She's always been biased, but suddenly she's not.
But you are biased too.
And not that we're friends, because we're not. But you get what I'm saying.
We're not friends. Never will be, because you flip-flop.
Troll. He's another level of troll.
But you had him in your box 2 days ago.
Yeah, he's not like what I've just said on this app. And you even had people in the comments defending Billy. Shall I tell you why? Because they have a dislike for me. Their morals go out the window. All of a sudden they love him because he dislikes me. He could be a DV, and they'll still love him because he dislikes me. That's where I don't care if people are triggered or affected by me anymore.
Thank you, Sonia.
What I say. Because you have no morals. You're not
Neither
affected,
do
not
you have
triggered.
morals,
You're only
though.
triggered when it suits you. When you don't like someone, you're affected. When you like someone, you're not affected. And that's a fact.
Hello.
Listen to me having a rant. That's the truth. Yeah. I mean, people were sitting there defending this guy, and he said the worst. There's a video of him mocking Rickster's brother. And he's not here anymore.
Which was disgusting, by the way. That was
and these
so
people
bad.
that support him are just as bad. But yet, if this was Luke, to do with Luke, they would not be defending Billy. They'll be saying, Billy, you're horrible, you're vile. But they were supporting him. Yeah, in the comments. But yet, when he played that video about Rickster's brother, they all said it was vile. All of them. That Beth, whatever name, oh, it's vile, she's the biggest troll. Oh, he's vile, but now supporting him.
But equally, people singing Bye Bye Baby, when someone's lost a baby, that's equally as vile. Do you know what I mean? But everyone's made up now, so, there's no problems there really, is there? Do you know what I mean?
Because he has a dislike for me. You have no morals, you're not affected, you're not triggered. None of you are, okay? You're not triggered. People that said they were triggered by the AO video that Mr. Geeky put out, no, you weren't. No, you weren't.
Yes, we was.
The racism that she put out of Laura. No, you weren't. No,
Yes,
you weren't.
people were.
The things that she said about kids. No, you weren't.
Yes,
because
we
you
are.
support Canada, who supported EQ.
But you've supported Evil Queen too. How many times has Evil Queen been in your box when she said something shitty? Evil Queen's been in your box since that AI video was done. Thank you for subbing, Sammy. I don't understand the logics here. Canadian Angie, she's supported Evil Queen when Evil Queen said the most horrendous things. Angie and Canadian Angie have supported Evil Queen when she said the most horrendous things. I've even made up with Evil Queen in the past when she said the most horrendous things about me. You know? Same as Canadian Angie, as soon as her and EQ fell out, EQ's behaviour was disgusting. But when EQ was sat in Canadian Angie's box, Canadian Angie backed EQ.
So no, you're not affected. So I don't want to hear how people are affected. If you're affected, block me and move on.
People genuinely are affected by baby loss. And, you know, what else was that? Racism and, you know, the KKK. Genuinely, people are offended by this stuff, you know. If you ain't, doesn't mean that other people are. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, we were that offended for you, the whole of TikTok pushed our, you know, beef aside to come and support you. So you may not be affected now, but at that time we was affected because as women, we'd gone through the same thing. Do you know what I mean? And I ain't gaslighting anybody. I'm just coming here with facts. People were offended by the AI video with swearing shepherdessing because it contained racism. The black community were offended, and people can be offended on behalf of any community. People are allowed. So you may have got over it, but it doesn't mean other people are going to get over it. So like I say, you have enabled EQ in boxes, and so has Canadian Angie. You're both as bad as each other. Okay? Same as Pineapple. You had Pineapple in your box for God knows how long. I get why, you know, you had her in there and things like that because you didn't want to incite hate on her or anything, but you should have kept her out your box. Same as Canadian Angie now. She's enabling, you know, Pineapple. Sorry. Facts.
Get out, right? The FYP. That's what she's desperate for, is the FYP. Why do you think, Miss Red?
So, moving forward, I will talk about whatever I want to talk about. I don't care if you don't want to talk about situations. It's all your situations that's making FYP. So we will talk about situations that make FYP. Now, you had to come in and send me that Interstellar and make me cry, didn't you? I love you. And don't ever think that I don't. Sometimes I do silly things because you know I don't think, but I love you. And not in a sexual way either.
You didn't do anything wrong this morning, it was me. I just lost my head when I heard him in there and it was my fault. I didn't think that you'd forgotten about that. I didn't think it was my fault. Totally my fault. And I take the blame and I apologise to you and your community. It's just he triggers me for comments that's been made. You haven't seen the comments that he's made about me on posts and my sexuality and things like that. You haven't seen them, so I can't blame
it's right, Luke, right? And I'm glad that you've done that because you know I love you and I know that you love me. You know that I don't see, genuinely as my friend, you know that I don't see a majority of what happens on TikTok because I'm really doing things here. Do you know what I mean?
I know.
And also equally as well, you know, there's people that have joined your boxes, they've done things.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? We're FYP hosts, and sometimes we have to let people speak. You know, that I'd never hurt you. I'd never
know
go
that.
on my way to hurt you.
I know that. It's like it's like when I did wrong when I let Canadian Angie join my box when she said about Tilly and everybody jumped on me. Listen, at the end of the day, Red,
did I jump on you though?
no, you were the only person that didn't jump on me.
Because I know that it's what we do. It's FYP. We have to sometimes let people in the boxes that, you know, have done things but you know, I'd never.
I was wrong, but Red, you know me. It's like I'm human. I'm not perfect and I'm not fake. One thing you know about me is I'm not fake, and I was just in that anger. And you know what pissed me off as well this morning? The fact that I think, because Jay said to me on the phone, Jay went, "You're not yourself this morning." I went, because I woke up and everybody's going at us again. Dead Wings is going at me. Zach's going at you and me. And I think it just really, I think it just got to me, and I did the wrong thing, and all I can do is apologise to you and your community. But Billy's got a bit of a trigger for me, the things he's been saying about me and what he did, but it's not your fault. It was my fault. It's your platform, and I apologise.
Thank you, Luke. I appreciate that.
Right, I'm going to go and listen now. Bye.
Did Luke?
What?
Did somebody unblock you?
Who?
I don't know. Because I'm blocking him.
You blocked me.
I did.
You blocked me. You blocked me. No, I was just angry this morning because Billy, there's other reasons which I'll tell you about, like comments that he's put on posts about me and my family. And, there's other things that I probably should have told you. But listen, at the end of the day, I'm a human. And you know I've got bipolar and I've got a real temper on me. And when I saw him and heard him in your box, and I thought, how dare you? It's got nothing to do with Angie. I don't know any situation. I still to this second don't have any clue about any situation with Angie, Billy, someone called Dottie, someone called I've got no.
Don't come the same. I don't know.
But with Billy, when he put that video up and mock that death of somebody that didn't deserve it. If you want to go for Rickster, go for Rickster. But for his brother that's done nothing wrong, anyway, we're not going to get into that. We're not going to get into that. It's all. Yeah, I've just woke up in a foul mood this morning, and I'm a human, and I'm not perfect. I jumped in but what would people rather me do? Would they rather me be fake and come on like these other FYP hosts and be fake and, everything's fine? It wasn't fine. I was angry. I showed I was angry, and I've apologised to you and your community. I shouldn't have done it.
Well, I appreciate your apology, and we're back in love now, So,
and people in the comments trying to cause trouble, saying it's not your problem, it's not your problem. Me and Miss Red have been friends for 2.5 years now, and we've been close friends. So you wouldn't understand that because you probably got no friends, any of you. You wouldn't understand that. So, but it is, and I think how bad did I feel when I put Canadian Angie in the box? How bad did I feel when I found out?
Yeah, because can I just explain something? Because you genuinely hadn't heard that, had you?
No.
Now, do you see what I'm saying, guys? He hadn't heard what she had said, and like when she was in there, thank you, guys. When she was in there, right, and she he didn't know at that time what she had said. Just like I don't know, half of the stuff that Billy's saying or this person's saying, because people think behind the scenes we're like, but we're not.
I never knew. No, I never knew, and I deserved to get jumped on for putting her in the box, and I did message her, and she did apologise, but I didn't jump in to defend Angie. Angie's more than capable of defending herself, yeah? I jumped in for the pure fact I saw Billy. Nothing to do with Dottie and Angie and Smiles and fucking Ziana. I don't know, I still don't know, but anyway, listen, I need to let you get on, all right? And I do apologise.
I'll unblock you on WhatsApp right now.
Canadian Angie wants to get in the box.
Right, okay. Thank you, Luke. I'll see you at 3:30.
Are you letting Canadian Angie in the box?
What's going on? I don't. Hang on, 1 minute, guys. 1 minute.
I don't know. No idea. She said box, please. Thank you, guys. It's up to you. You do what you want.
Hang on 1 minute. Guys, Luke, my phone's blowing up. I'm going to have to come off for 5 minutes, guys. It's something completely unrelated to TikTok.